definitely. Now, talking of greatness, from one greatness to another greatness, we have a renowned artist, and he's also a producer himself in studio with us. He's a rapper, a music producer, and has been on the hip-hop scene for quite a while. He's also the owner and CEO of Peach Black. Yes.
Peach Black!
You have not heard him in a long time, but he's here. And he's one of the longest hip-hop music labels in the country that has been in the game since 2004 and has made endorsements with various rap artists like B-Mac, which we did actually play his song recently just now, among others. And he's right here in studio. Good evening!
How's it? It's good to be here. Thanks, Christy and Zuze. You know what I mean? I'd like to, wish a happy new year to all the listeners. You know what I mean? And it's a pleasure being, amongst the first guests on your show, man.
Yes.
Thank you.
And like we earlier did mention, you have been in the game, obviously, for over 10 years now.
Yeah, 20 years now.
20 years now.
Wow. Yeah.
Yo! And you have worked with a number of, obviously, different rappers or artists, we should say. And you're now you're a lecturer. You're now...
Basically.
Yeah,
Professor.
Teach and counsel knowledge.
You have a doctorate.
Yeah,
yes, in this game. Walk us through, I think, your journey from the beginning and how it just started, obviously, until now. It wasn't easy because what we want to do as a Ruby's Local Music Dream Drive is bring on upcoming artists and give them a platform to showcase their talent and the music that they have. So just walk us through your journey.
Sure.
20 years now, how has it been and how have you become a success and a household name?
Okay, so I started rapping in high school, basically, 8th grade. And when I completed in 2002, I decided to, pursue music on a serious level. So 2003, I began recording. Okay. So the first studio I actually went to was Radar Studio, which was, based at Carousel Mall. So then by 2004, I had a rap group. And then, I decided to incorporate other artists from outside the rap group. And that's how Pitch Black came up. And, I endorsed a number of artists between 2004 and 2009, you know what I'm saying? Like over 50 artists and producers.
Nice.
Yeah, and I produced a total of 5 projects between 2004 and 2009.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, and then, with that 20 years of experience, what do you think of the current upcoming artists that we're having?
Man, the game is on a higher level now. Right. The artists that are coming up are really talented, you feel me? Like the music game is really elevated at this moment. It's a bit unlike our time,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because when we're coming up, our influence was mainly especially for us that were rapping in English predominantly, our influence was from artists from the States and everything.
Right.
But the artists that are coming up now, they have a more refined style from the jump actually. So they have one up on us, you know what I'm saying? And the future really looks bright for the industry.
That's great.
Yeah.
So I want you to walk me through, it's been 20 years industry, and obviously it's now music is getting different now. Obviously it's changed from when you started and now. So the journey so far obviously has been quite very different from when you started and now that it's there.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's people have more privileges now than you guys when you started earlier?
Yeah.
It's a walkthrough now?
It's not really a walkthrough, but I mean, the world has changed for the better. Technology is a bit more advanced. You've got, digital social media now. So an artist can actually start promoting themselves off their phone. You see what I'm saying? When we're coming up, you actually had to be proactive. You had to be on the streets. You had to do ciphers. Now you can do a cipher with your crew or by yourself in your bedroom and in your own comfort. You know what I'm saying? You can have a SoundCloud. You can use Facebook. When we're coming up, we didn't really have that. You know what I'm saying? So I think, the situation is better now. And it's a good thing that it's better now because there's no need for artists to really struggle that much. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it is better now.
And that's quite interesting, Diplomat, that you say that. Do you feel like even with brands, being on our show, like Ruby's Local Dream Drive, that with the endorsements that are actually helping these young talents to actually really propel in their careers?
Yeah, man. I mean, artists have more platforms now, like this platform we're talking about, and I know you guys have Ruby's and yourselves. You have a bigger plan, in store for the artists. You know what I'm saying? So it's good now that there's platforms like these that artists can actually, use to, uplift their careers.
All right. Yeah. And quickly into it. Obviously now we're hitting international market because we have that recognition on the outside, away from our country. Do you think we're fully selling in terms of lyrical content, video quality, and just the overall international presence?
Yeah, we are. And, it's evident. As you can see, like I was talking with my colleagues earlier on, so there's a boy called Killer. I don't know if you know him. He's a rap artist.
Killer's so good.
And he's the second most streamed artist on Spotify at the moment in Africa, that is. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's all positive and it's all good, and we are doing well. We've got artists like Roberto, obviously, who are liked in East Africa. Like, he's got a big following in East Africa, you know what I'm saying? And that shows that we setting ground in other countries as well. You've had artists that have done collaborations, like Slap D recently did a collaboration with Casper Nyovest. You had Makitu do a collaboration with AKA. So yeah, I mean, we are being recognized out there, and it's good for the country, man.
I agree. Yeah. And so before we go into our final musical break, please remember that stay tuned and glued onto our Facebook page on the Ruby's Local Dream Drive, and we have got a lot of things in store for you. And like we said, just go to your nearest service station, and then you can just find yourself some good convenience stores, which is called Enjoy. So you enjoy our Enjoy stores with LPG gas, and if you've got a driver for your car, hey, let him get some dumpe. All right, so let's go to our final break before we come back with Mr. Diplomat as he concludes the show.
Broadcasting live in digital HD radio from the powerhouse in Lusaka.
So we do have Jacob with us, and obviously due to the closing of the show, what is your vision or your dream, I think, for upcoming artists now on and the future to come ahead?
Yeah, so basically, for those that know Pitch Black, it's an entity that's been focused on upcoming artists, basically building them, helping them develop their skills in composition, vocals and all that. So what we're trying to do now is basically just continue with that vision and continue empowering artists, link them to different stakeholders, link them to entities like Chiwolia Media Farm, obviously, you see what I'm saying, where they can enhance their skills and their understanding and their connections as well for the game, you know what I'm saying? So we just want to see, artists make it and get a bit more information so that they can navigate their careers better.
Okay. Sure. And also now, quickly before you actually get to give us your social media handles and how people can get hold of you, what are your words to, I know you've got a fan base, obviously, you've got people that are watching, you've got people that listen to you. What are your words to your fans and also to those that want to come through? Advice you'd give to that girl or that guy that's seated in their room wanting to rap or wanting to be an artist, but they kind of just need that driving force to get to you. What are your words to this?
Great. So basically, for all those that are aspiring to be, artists, musicians, and art at large, just art in general, they all need to understand that it's not a game. It's not any easier than any other industry. So as you get into art, get as much information as you can. Read up on stuff. Get to understand the business aspect. Get to understand the marketing aspect. Get to understand how you can improve your brand. You see what I'm saying? So don't get into art thinking it's easier, with a whole lot of expectation. And the other thing is, for those that are trying to get into the arts thinking about what you're going to contribute to the arts as opposed to what you're going to get from the arts, because obviously you're not going to reap where you don't sow. So give us your social media handles, I think, for people out there that want to get hold of you, need advice from a guru. Sure. And obviously maybe want to come through, get signed up. Just your social media handles and how they can get hold of you. So on Instagram, that's Diplomat PB. On Instagram. On Facebook, they can get in touch with me on my personal Facebook, which is Jacob Wamundila Mubita. Okay. And then there's my email as well for those that want to talk business and that want to ask certain questions or that need consultancy services. Get in touch with me at wamupb@gmail.com.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for taking time to come through and being our first guest for this year.
Thank you.
We always like to throw in one of these few things, but we'll be on your doorstep pretty soon.
For sure.
We just might come
very
through
soon.
And surprise you. Very
Just go to the Ruby station and ask for Christy.
Most definitely. And on that note, do remember we are in for you upcoming artists because we want to give you a platform to showcase your talent. So if you're an upcoming artist, make sure you like our Facebook fan page, which is Ruby's Energy Zambia. If you know of any upcoming artists, tag them to our page. Let them like it because we're going to be throwing in quite interesting exciting information on our page, and you just might be that lucky upcoming artist that gets to feature on the Ruby's Local Music Dream Drive, because this year it's all about you and just trying to empower you and obviously give you a platform to make that talent even bigger. On behalf of the entire Ruby's Energy Zambia team and Power FM, it's God bless. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Until next week, Thursday, keep it right here on Power FM.
Peace.